Welcome to Woodworking with Arvin. In this video, I'm making a story about my journey of my woodworking and woodworking shop. And this is for a grant that is provided through Paul and Pascale Edelman. Thank you for having this grant available, and I hope you enjoy this video. My journey of woodworking began when I was very young. I went to German kindergarten where they had a wood shop, and I made a few little pieces. You can see a piece here. When I was about 6, my grandpa taught me the first main things about woodworking, and I had a privilege my whole life of having a small wood shop to be able to woodwork. I would make little knickknacks here and there, and one of the things that I made a lot of was little wooden guns to play with. So that's how woodworking started for me. When I was 16, my parents burned all of my woodworking, and I stopped woodworking after that for the most part. About 4 years ago, I started asking myself what I want to do with my life, and I made a strong intention to come back into woodworking. And that is where this journey of the new event of woodworking begins. And I want to share with you some of the things that I've made since then, as well as my current shop and my, not just that, but also the dream that I have moving forward with woodworking. In December of 2023, I really caught the bug for woodworking again. My neighbor at the time hosted a woodworking competition thing, and I made an abstract piece of art. You can see it here. I just fell back in love with woodworking. It was something different than what I have ever made in the past. And after that project, he had a shop open, and I began planning my next project. I had about 2 weeks off, I had about 2 or 3 months off between like a fire season, and I made this guy right here. It is very detailed, and it felt good to come back into woodworking with the same thing that like I had lost in the past. And then I had to go to fire season, but that then ended, and I stayed in Santa Fe where I am now and went to the community college. The Santa Fe Community College has been an awesome resource for me to get back into woodworking. Amazing teachers, amazing facilities. They're also put up flyers for this grant, so that's the reason I know about this grant. And I want to now show you some of the things that I've made at the school, some of the other furniture pieces that I've made, as well as the shop and tool collection I'm working on. This is one of my many workstations, and it's a tabletop made entirely out of scrap wood. I really like making stuff out of scraps. I think it's recyclable and just looks really cool. Here are some of the rattles that I make, wooden rattles, and as well as a cool board. These are some art pieces I made. This is the lathe that I have been donated. This is my wood shop, tons of wood scraps. I got my miter saw right here. A drill press got donated to me. This is the table that I use. This is a sanding thing that actually just broke. I need to fix that. Here is a bandsaw. And here is the router table. That is a mess, but I installed it like fit into this table. This here is my main wood shop. I feel pretty lucky to have a place that has like a basement where I can put stuff in. Here are a few pieces of wood furniture I make. I love unique and different designs, and I got a lot more coming up. And here are some pictures of some, farmers markets and such that I went to. My vision for woodworking. I love doing it. I will continue doing it probably the rest of my life, no matter what. Lately, I've been getting a bunch of nieces and nephews, and so part of the vision, along with furniture making, is creating wooden toys. Right now, it's just rattles, but there's a few things I want to add to the lineup. There is two nieces of mine who want to have a rocking horse, and I want to make like a toy truck too for another one of my nephews. And so stay tuned to see what comes of it. And I want to say thank you to Paul and Pascale Edelman for making this grant available to help woodworkers continue to do what they do.